Hi and welcome to this course on money psychology, the accumulation of greater wealth in your life. Now, if you're looking at this video now, then this introductory video, then it's possibly because you're successful already and you just want to have a little bit more money in life. Maybe you want more free time, more leisure, more time with your family, or maybe it's because you have perhaps a lot of debt in your life. Maybe your life isn't going the way you want. Maybe you're not living in the house that you'd like. Maybe you're not driving the car that you'd like to drive, or you find that you're stressed at weekends because you've been working during the week and it's took a toll on you. Maybe that's taken a toll on family life. Maybe you're not getting enough leisure or the vacations or holidays you want to take. Honestly, I don't know you personally at this stage, so I don't know what it is for you. But one thing I can guarantee you is if you take the action steps from this course that you have to bear in mind has taken me a year to put together, but has been around 20 years in the making, which was my own personal journey of reading thousands of books. Yes, that is true. Thousands of books, hundreds of books on personal development, psychology, money, wealth. I have multiple courses on the subject, as many of you know. I have a YouTube channel that talks about all this stuff. And one thing people don't realize about me is that they see me now and they assume, oh, he owns a castle, he's very successful, he has over 400,000 YouTube subscribers, a big private membership community, he does one-on-one mentoring with celebrities and wealthy people. Oh, he must have come from money or a good family or something like that. And the truth is, I did not grow up in a rich family at all. My mother was a stay-at-home mum. My father grew up on a farm in Cornwall in the south of the country, and he traveled to the Midlands of England in order to find work, which he did as a pattern maker, which is similar to a carpenter. So, we're definitely three brothers, all shared the same room. It wasn't as if we were, a wealthy family. I used to get picked on at school. They used to call me all sorts of names because, I didn't have, all the same sort of clothes and designs and whatever else as other kids at school. I left school with no qualifications. I joined the British Army. What you see today is a creation of everything that you're going to learn in this course. And believe me, if I have done it, anyone can do it. And I really mean that, because I don't think most people, although many of you may have started off in the same position that I did, but it really did come from, especially what I'll tell you about wealth and the accumulation of wealth, is that people focus all their energy on hard work. Hard work, hard work, hard work. And if I'm lucky, one day I'll have enough money to retire. That's not it. You see, we all have this sort of level in our mind of where it's set to how much money that we're earning right now. And that's why many people can't break out of that, because they've got it set. It's the psychology of money, of wealth. So one thing I'm going to share with you right away is that 80% of wealth and money and how much you earn is psychological. It's not due to all the other things that you think it's due to. If someone else gets a promotion at work, or some other company gets a tender and you get overlooked, it's not because that person is better than you. And you know that yourself. You know that person, maybe they're even incompetent in some ways, and you know that you could do a better job, but you get overlooked for them. This is all psychology. We go through all sorts of things in this course, from really important constructs. We go through a lot of exercises. We go through a lot of psychological exercises, all the way through to the metaphysical. The metaphysical is so powerful when you put this into practice. And then it's strategy as well. We do look at strategy and how you can just supercharge everything you're doing right now to create a lot more wealth in your life. You see, there's a lot of courses out there on wealth. There's loads of these courses, but how many courses are there on wealth psychology that brings all of this together? I've only ever seen two courses. One was $5,000, the other one was $2,000. So that's why I wanted to bring this to mass market to charge a much lower price, which I think is way, way undervalued for the course. And here's the other problem. I'm hoping I haven't undervalued it too much in terms of the price, because otherwise people won't value it. You know this yourself. When you get things for free, you don't value it. So, but at the same time, if I charge what they're charging, and I should charge more because this course is so much bigger and so much more is packed in, and I have the track record from hundreds of people who have done my work, who have actually changed their life. So I have all of this here for you. It's just whether or not you're willing to go through and actually do all of this work, because there are no free lunches in life. The more time and energy and effort you put into this course, the greater your results are going to be. I've seen it over and over and over again from working with hundreds, if not thousands of people at this point. Those that put in the work and do these exercises are the ones that go on to have an incredible life. But those people who are just, like a butterfly floating from flower to flower, looking for the next get-rich-quick scheme to do this quickly, are the ones that always end up at the bottom of the pile, because they are trying to shortcut something that cannot be shortcut. You've got to go through, you've got to do the work, and actually it gets easier. Here's the thing, right now where you are, you're at this point where things are difficult, right? With all of this, it's difficult, it's hard. Well, if you just do the work, this all gets easier. But if you don't do the work, it's going to stay hard for a long, long time. Because another concept that there's hundreds of concepts throughout the course, but one of those concepts, just to give you a little bit of insight here, is around upbringing and value systems. You see, where you are right now is not your fault. Where you are right now in life is as a direct result, these actions or the results that you have are a result of these actions. The actions you're only taking based on your thoughts and feelings, which come from your value system, which comes from your belief system, which comes from your upbringing, your environment, your role models, all these other things. Don't worry about that now. We're going to get into it all. But by changing a lot of these things here, that you're still going on this same path, that for some of you, it will be things that you developed as a kid, and you're still on this same path. You haven't quite stepped into adulthood with some of these things that you need to change. But once you change them, and we are going to change them in this course, for some of you, you're just going to take off like a rocket. All these things that have been stuck for so long are just going to break. By the end of this course, you're going to be happier, be more fulfilled. You're going to have a solid plan for the achievement and attainment of all of the goals that you have for your life. You're going to have more time with your family, more leisure time, and overall just a more wonderful life.